Eddie on the call.
Okay, great. I'd like to call to order the April 6, 2022 meeting of the State Records Committee. My name is Al Rose. I am the chair of the State Records Committee, and I'll let the members introduce themselves for the record.
My name is Terry Badger, and I am currently the acting state archivist.
And I am Assistant Attorney General Suzanne Becker.
My name is Sherry Keller. I am the representative from the Office of Financial Management.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And if we could, for the staff, if each one could introduce themselves for the record, please.
I'm Russell Wood. I'm the State Records Manager.
I'm Jamie Ganza, Senior Records Consultant with the Archives Branch.
I'm Scott Sackett, Principal Records Consultant with the Archives Branch located over in Ellensburg.
I'm Molly Rooney, Consultant with the Archives Branch in Bellingham.
Emily Veneman, Consultant with the Puget Sound Branch in Bellevue.
I'm Megan Frick, Senior Records Consultant with the Olympia Archives Branch.
Sean Reichard, Records Consultant with the Olympia Branch.
Rachel Wilson, Records Consultant at the Olympia Branch.
And Marty McGrath, Records Consultant at the Olympia Branch.
All right, I think that's everybody. All right. Next item on the agenda after introductions is approval of the February 2nd, 2022 minutes. Now we have a new member on the committee and wasn't there at the meeting, so wouldn't be voting. But from the other members who were there at the meeting on February 2nd, have you had a chance to review the minutes? Okay, I assume you have. Then is there any questions about the minutes as presented? Hearing no questions, then I would entertain a motion to approve.
And I move to approve the February meeting minutes as presented.
Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. There's been a motion to approve the February 2nd, 2022 minutes as presented, and that's been seconded. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no requests for discussion, I'll call the question. All those in favor of approving the February 2nd minutes as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I heard my vote and Ms. Becker's vote. I didn't hear Mr. Badger. Were you here at the February 2nd meeting?
Yes, I approved the minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I did not hear you. I apologize. Okay, so any nays? Hearing no nays and 3 ayes, the motion passes unanimously to approve the February 2nd minutes. Next item on the agenda is adoption of today's agenda. Has every committee member had an opportunity to review today's agenda? Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, then I would entertain a motion to adopt today's agenda as presented.
I'll move to approve today's agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Okay, thank you. There's been a motion to approve in a second. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, call the question. All those in favor of adopting today's agenda as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays, 4 ayes, the motion to adopt today's agenda passes unanimously. Next series of items on the agenda is Washington State Archives updates and announcements, first from the State Archivist.
Thank you all for being here. Just a brief update. The search for a new state archivist continues. So hopefully we'll get some information about Wanted to let you all know that we have seen an uptick in requests for in-person trainings and conference presentations. So a little excitement about getting back to some sort of sense of normalcy. Hopefully that will continue. Also, very excited to have a full records management staff. No vacancies, and they're all raring to go. It's a great team, and I look forward to seeing what they can do. As far as the office goes, we're all still getting to know the new Secretary Hobbs, and he will be actually here visiting all of us and introducing himself tomorrow. We did have a very successful legislative session as an agency, but from the archives perspective, we were able to receive some funding to digitize and index the remaining legislative committee and floor records to put online. So hopefully, a year from June, we will have pretty much from the 1970 through 2015, 2016, all of the legislative House and Senate committee and floor meetings and audio online. So looking forward to that. The other thing that we received was a one-time $500,000 increase in our local government records grant program. And that, by the way, that the new program for this coming year is getting ready to begin. And so I know records management has been hard at work at that. The last thing that I would do for requests for those of you out there is that if you ever heard of a annual event called History Day, it is where junior high and high school students create history projects, be they exhibits, papers, websites, plays, whatever. Although I don't know if they're doing plays in COVID, but anyways, it is getting to be the time for the state contest, and they are woefully in need of judges. You don't have to have any past experience, just an interest in history and helping students out. If you are interested, just contact us and I can let you know how to connect with the organization and become a judge. And you can judge online or you can judge in person. So I would just put that invitation out there if anyone's interested in helping out with that. Otherwise, that's it, Mr. Chair.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that update. The next item on the agenda is announcements from the State Records Manager.
Yes, and I'd like to welcome some of my new members to my team to this meeting. Megan Frick is on the call, and she started with us at the beginning of March, so this is her first Records Committee meeting. She's a senior records consultant, and I'm not sure if Sean was at our last one, but no. So Sean joined us in November, and he's at the meeting today. So apologies for the introduction of staff getting longer and longer, but I am very, very pleased to have a full crew of people for the first time in living memory. So we are hopefully we'll be doing more great things with retention schedules. And I also want to remind people that this month, April, is Records and Information Management Month. So we will be making some more announcements as the month goes on. We have a few new training offerings happening, including a basics of managing community and technical college records. We haven't scheduled a live webinar, but we have a recorded version of that webinar available on our website. And we've also made a short video about searching techniques in the retention schedules that we'll be announcing soon as well. So that's all I have to announce.
All right, well, thank you very much for that. Next item on the agenda, number 3, is new business. First item under new business is A, updates to schedules applying to more than one agency. There's one of those for today's meeting, and that is legislative and legislators records retention schedule version 1.3. Is there a representative here in regard to the schedule?
I'm Marilyn Richter with the Joint Legislative Audit Review Committee.
And is there anything that you'd like to say?
No, the draft that that was presented to us is fine with us, and it works fine. So nothing more to add.
All right,
Yep.
thank you very
So
much.
this is an update to get rid of JLARC's separate schedule and incorporate them into the legislature and legislators schedule, which is our plan to bring all the legislative agencies together in the one schedule.
Well, good. That's a great effort. Are there any questions from the committee? Hearing no questions, then everybody's had a chance to review the legislature and legislators records retention schedule version 1.3. Would entertain a motion to approve.
And I'll move to approve.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Thank you. There's been a motion to approve the legislature and legislators records retention schedule version 1.3, and that's been seconded. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the legislature and legislators records retention schedule version 1.3 as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, any nays? A motion to approve passes unanimously. Thank you. Thank you for all your work. This is a good effort to put everything under one schedule having to do with the legislature. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next item under the agenda B is updates to agency schedules. And the first being the Criminal Justice Training Commission Records Retention Schedule version 1.2. Is there someone here from the Criminal Justice Training Commission?
Oh, yes, I'm Derek Sable, the Records Manager for the Criminal Justice Training Commission. Thank you all for taking this on.
Good morning. Thank you. Is there anything that you would like to say, sir?
Not at this time. A lot of this was due to the law changes that happened, and we anticipate more to come. So as we refine our schedule. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Any questions from the committee? Hearing no questions from the committee, then had a chance to review the Criminal Justice Training Commission Records Retention Schedule version 1.2 as presented. Is there a motion to approve?
And I will move to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Was there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the Criminal Justice Training Commission Records Retention Schedule version 1.2 signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing no nays, the motion passes unanimously approving the Criminal Justice Training Commission Records Retention Schedule version 1.2. Thank you very much. I know that we'll probably see each other again, as you're right, as there's changes in the law. But thank you very much for all your work.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda for updates to agency schedules is Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.17. Is there someone here from the Department of Transportation?
Unfortunately, they've sent their apologies as they're not able to make this meeting.
Sure, we understand. Is there any questions from the committee after having had reviewed this proposed update? Okay, hearing no questions then. Is there a motion to approve the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.17?
And I'll move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion to approve and a second for the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.17. Is there any request by the committee for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.17 as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed, motion to approve passes unanimously. The Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.17. The last item under the updates to agency schedules is the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.18. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Is there anything that you would like to say?
You know, Russell, congratulations. It's been a long road, I know, and you must be very relieved. So outside of that, thank you for your consideration for our schedule.
All right. Well, thank you very much. You guys are here every quarter, so.
And I'd like to also point out that if this schedule is approved, this will bring the University of Washington to less than 500 unique series for the first time ever.
Wow.
We try. We work, and Emily is here as well. Wave, Emily, wave at people.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Emily was hired to write retention schedules, and Emily has been instrumental in what we call our Disco Dan project. And so we're very happy to be at this point.
Well, thank you very much. Are there any questions from the committee? Hearing no questions, then had a chance to review the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.18. Is there a motion to approve?
And I'll move to approve, and I will also say well done. So, all right.
Is there a second? Okay, hearing a second, the motion to approve the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.18. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.18 signify by saying, as presented, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed, the motion to approve passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda under number 4 is other business. Mr. Wood, is there any other business?
No, there is no other business.
Well, then item 5 is announcing the next meeting, which is June 1, 2022 at 10 a.m. That I'm not sure, that may actually be in person, but we'll just have to monitor to see what happens. It could still be an electronic meeting. That being the last then item on the agenda is an adjourn. Is there a motion to adjourn?
And I'll move to adjourn.
Is there a second? Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, thank you very much. A motion and a second to adjourn. No requirement for discussion. All those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed, the motion to adjourn passes unanimously, and we adjourn the April 6th meeting of the State Records Committee at 10:20.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for all your work.
Thank you.